Well, good afternoon to you. I'm meteorologist Nicholas Herboso. It's around 2:45 and let's get right to it. We're talking next weather and we're talking cold temperatures. It's still 49 degrees in Monroeville and 48 in Evergreen. It is very cool out there today despite all the sunshine that we have. I'm going to go ahead and tell you the 10-hour planner over the next few hours for Mobile. You can see clear skies and temperatures falling through the 40s and in through the 30s if you have evening plans out there. Planner and Daphne shows us falling in temperature as well through the 40s. We're at 46 by 5 p.m. right after sunset. So temperatures falling rather quickly. And guys, we have a cold night ahead. So I hope you're ready. If you're watching on Facebook, I am monitoring the comments. So please let me know if you do have any questions. Checking inland Grove Hill over the next few hours. Those temperatures quickly getting into the 30s by 6 p.m. So very, very cool and a very chilly night ahead with temperatures dropping to freezing by around 11. If you're in Grove Hill and some of those inland places will have temperatures that fall into the 20s. So that'll be something that we are watching there. And in Monroeville, you can see temperatures falling into the low 30s by 11 and midnight there. So be ready for that. A very chilly forecast. Hey, heads up for the Fairhope Christmas Parade happening tonight, 7 o'clock, downtown Fairhope. Temperatures will be in the 40s and 30s. So bundle up. Still a little bit of a stronger light a northerly wind, I should say, and kind of a 10 to 15 mile per hour at the most wind there. So just be ready for it. It'll make it feel a little bit colder out there. Not as terrible as the wind we've had recently, but definitely noticeable. So be ready if you're out the Fairhope Christmas Parade this evening in downtown Fairhope. Temperatures falling into the 30s. Now, switching gears, looking at a broader picture, this is the current conditions across the southeast. You can see that it's 44 in Birmingham right now. Of course, we're following our Super 7 championships, football championships here in the state of Alabama. And of course, we have two local teams, Jackson and then Saraland, which are competing up there at the Super 7. And Saraland's game is at 7 o'clock this evening. So let's look at the forecast for Saraland's game for folks that are up there. Oh, these temperatures. 32 degrees at halftime. 32 degrees at halftime for Saraland in Birmingham. So hopefully the folks that have gone up there are ready for that. If you know people that are up there, make sure that they're heading out to the game with the coats because you're going to need the layers. By the end of the game, 31 degrees. So some very cold weather for the players, for the coaches, and all the fans out there in Birmingham for the 6A state championship. Just a heads up for that. It is going to be cold. Then we look ahead in the forecast, and this is really the main focus of our next weather segment here today. As we see changes in our forecast, Saturday we get up to 60 degrees in the afternoon, so cool in the afternoon, almost mild there, with a few upper level clouds rolling in. Then a milder, or at least not as cold morning on Sunday morning, 42 degrees. That'll lead us to almost 70 degrees on Sunday with clouds increasing and even a 20% rain chance on Sunday. That'll be late in the day ahead of our next weather maker, which is a cold front that stalls out in our area. That system will be getting in here by Sunday night and into Monday. It's our main focus of the big impact in our forecast over the next few days. Let's look at Futurecast and see how this happens. Nothing's happening Friday into Saturday. There's a few upper level clouds. That's about it. It's going to be a very cold start on Saturday with morning lows in the upper 20s and 30s. Low 30s north of I-10, middle 30s right on the coast. By Saturday afternoon, we're topping out around 60 degrees there. There's 3 p.m., 6, 7 p.m. You notice a few clouds later in the day. Then we'll see the increasing clouds on Sunday, more moving in here. And look at how much rain you see off to the west. You see all of those showers there. Eventually, by the end of the day on Sunday, some of those could clip our northwestern counties. We're talking Greene County or Washington County, maybe even Clark County, clipped by some of these showers late in the day on Sunday. And then there's Monday morning, and you can see all the rain moving in here, and we'll have periods of rain, rounds of showers off and on Monday, Tuesday, and into the very early parts of Wednesday. This front just stalls over our area, and we could see some decent rainfall totals with this. So this is our big focus. If you've been wanting the rain, there's your heads up. Monday, it starts to happen. Rainfall forecast over the next 7 days shows us anywhere around 1.5 to maybe 3 inches of rain. 3 inches is kind of on the high end of the forecast there, but it is a possible. This is the Weather Prediction Center's forecast for rainfall, and you can see that purple color, that brighter purple is 2 inches, and that darker color ends up being around 2.5. If we don't see any red on there, red would be 3, but it is very possible that some local areas that get under a heavy downpour could see around that. So there's our range for our rainfall. Again, this is Monday and Tuesday primarily. You can see this happening on the bigger forecast model, the GFS. That cold front stalls out, sits over our area Monday, Tuesday. This is Tuesday morning. Rounds of rain, rounds of showers, our biggest rain chance in the upcoming week here. Before the front finally pushes through here, the front will pass sometime around Wednesday morning, and that kicks out of here, and we go dry really quickly by around midday on Wednesday. So midday on Wednesday, next Wednesday, things are done and out of here. So that's what you need to be preparing for early next week with the rain. I also want to give you the heads up for flash flood potential. Yes, we could see some areas that have potential for maybe a little extra excess rainfall. This is officially called flash flood potential or excess rainfall outlook from the Weather Prediction Center. Typically when we're in the slight risk, it's nothing too major. This is essentially the slight risk, that yellow area that you see for our area. This is the risk for flash flooding on Monday, and we're still in it for Tuesday, so we could have some heavy rain with that. I'm not too concerned about this at this point. We're in a drought, so ground is not necessarily saturated, so the rain we get shouldn't cause too many issues. But it is very possible if we happen to get a very, very, very heavy downpour that trains over the same area for hours and hours, we could see some issues then. Flash flood warnings might be issued. So again, this is valid for Monday and Tuesday. Monday and Tuesday are the days that we're keeping our eyes on for those higher rain chances. 70% and 60% for Monday and Tuesday. Periods of rain off and on, not raining all day, but that is our main forecast focus in the next 7 days. I want you to notice that once the front passes Wednesday morning, around Wednesday midday, we're getting drier, and then cool temperatures return to the forecast for Thursday and Friday. So that's a summary of our forecast here. Just wanted to break down the rainfall totals really for Monday and Tuesday. Starting to get some questions about how much rain could we see, and will it be beneficial enough to knock down the drought? It is possible that we see some improvement on the drought monitor in the coming week with this very beneficial rainfall event, around 1.5 to 3 inches that we could see. So that's a summary in our forecast. We'll leave you the 7-day outlook. We're about 7 minutes or so out now from the 3 p.m. show. We'll be in studio today, and we'll be providing more updates on your rain chances for Monday and Tuesday, and much more, of course, talking about the forecast for this evening with all the events happening around our area. So be sure to tune in to Fox 10 Live at 3 p.m.